We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Ready? Go. 26.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The Colts at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
3rd and 2, Love with it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Burrow looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree, absolutely.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Bulldozes past him. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Love now to pass on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love fires that quickly outside. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check. 11 MT. 11 MT. Check 6 guard. 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far in this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 36 to Mike.
Burrow on play action. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Play fake. Here's Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. You got tight. You got tight right there. 11, 11, 11. 36 to Mike. You got nothing with it. You got nothing.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11. 36. Mike, 36. I got it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 36, 36.
He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 11 MT, 11 MT. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike,
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
12, 12, 12. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball. Get that.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go, here we go. Can. 11. Let him know. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Take that.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A handoff to Mixon. And out of bounds right around the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Switch. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
11 MT. 12.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
All day, dog.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
He's coming. We got double 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Shoot. 11 Thomas. 12. Hey, let's get them homes.
Now they send a running back in motion right. On 2nd and goal. Burrow flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yellow, 22.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
11. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Check the backer, check the backer. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 MT. 11. Comes to me, it's me. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Colts, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.